So we're now in the upper level of this duplex I purchased back in August? Yeah, we closed in August, like mid-August. And yeah, so here there was like carpets in this living space. We kept this flooring in the kitchen. Yeah, it looked okay, so we thought let's put a transition strip and try to keep it. Yeah, like you were saying, the laundry, this laundry set was actually here, which was a huge win, right? It's not the perfect spot for a laundry just because it's in the kitchen, but it's a small apartment, so there's not that many potential places for it. And the fact that electricity, the vent, everything was already there, we kind of just left it as it is. This kitchen already was here, which is actually, like this kitchen, I'm actually surprised how nice it is. Like,
not bad at all. No.
Yeah, for a small apartment, it's decent. Kept the appliances, stove and fridge.
Okay.
No dishwasher, but I wasn't gonna bother adding it for an existing kitchen. But yeah, so living space. The one thing, this is a 3-bedroom apartment, but it's on the second level of a 2-story house, and it's not that spacious. I think this is about 900 square feet. Maybe even 800 square feet. So like you can notice the living room is a little bit smaller. The master bedroom is okay. The second bedroom is okay. The third one is definitely smaller. So you can feel that it's a smaller space. So even when we're advertising it right now, we're not advertising it as a 3-bedroom. So it's for rent right now. We're trying to advertise it as a 2-bedroom plus a den to try to attract a tenant that's not like, a family with like 2-3 kids, couple of pets, because we're trying to be conscious of the tenants downstairs as well. We don't want a tenant up here that's going to make a whole bunch of noise, and they're paying good money for the main floor basement. They're actually paying $1,750 inclusive for those 2 levels, but they get a pretty sweet deal too. They have 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, so 2 rooms and a bathroom on the main level, and the same on the basement, and they get the whole space. So it works out. It works out for them. But yeah, so up here we're trying to get around $1,400 in rent, just inclusive. We'll pay all the utilities. We try to do some cosmetic updates to just freshen it up to rent, get it all painted. The trim, I believe, was existing, so we just painted it.
Can you put in a quarter round?
Yeah, put in a quarter round, put all new vinyl plank floors. So we just figured let's bite the bullet, do it. I think some of the flooring was okay, but we just decided, you know what, let's just get it throughout all of this. We only except the kitchen we saved, because that flooring was really in pretty good shape, so we'll keep it for the time being. But yeah, so vinyl plank floors, got this whole place painted, put in like new cover plates for all the electrical plugs, got the front door painted. Bathroom, I think we got quite a bit. What did we do here? So we got it painted, changed out I think the toilet, just cleaned it up, right? Try to get it as nice as possible. Oh, he had to fix the pocket door here. This pocket door was a pain in the butt because he had to manually, I think, fix it and find replacement parts. But actually, it's working pretty well now. So
they're great when they work.
Yeah, it's just whenever it gets.
But sometimes they can be fun to deal with. Yes.
Yeah, if it gets off the track, right?
So this is a smaller one. This is the second one.
This is the second room, right? There's actually a panel up here as well, but the meters are nothing has been split. But it's almost like a pony panel up here, which down the road I may be able to split the electrical.
Yeah.
Just we didn't bother doing any big renovations right now. Kind of kept it as it is. So there's actually a staircase over there that goes into the main.
It's great for storage for shoes.
Have like 50 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, that's as much shoes as you ever want there.
Oh boy.
That's the selling.
Yeah, that's the selling point, exactly.
So this window has caused me so much grief. We had another window here that was broken. We ordered just the glass pane, or new glass pane. This is that new glass pane. They replaced it, but for some reason, as soon as he replaced it, it just cracked. I don't know if it's like a distortion, pressure, something. The installer, who's been in the business for 30 years, said this has never happened to him. So anyways, we taped it up, right, so that it looks like a window, because before we had a garbage bag covering it. And now it's another 4 to 6 weeks to get the same thing again. So we're just showing it for rent right now and telling any tenants, hey, it's going to be done by the time you move in. So it's good. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the nice thing about this unit. Even though it's a small space, it's not a basement, and we're almost asking basement rents, right? 1,400 we're getting on basement, so hopefully the tenant who gets this place is gonna appreciate that. So yeah, I actually just noticed that attic access is there. It's a pretty big attic
It's
access.
pretty big access for sure.
Yeah, I didn't actually get an inspection done on this home. They had an offer previous to mine that did an inspection. So it's not the best idea, but I just took a look at their inspection and it seemed okay. I just went with it because I forget, did we have to ask like a longer financing period? I forget on this one. Because we asked for 10 business days and we didn't even get the financing we wanted, and then we had to switch again after we had firmed up the deal. So
Oh jeez.
yeah, but anyways, I had like a backup financing option confirmed, and then we tried to get the one we wanted, right? And it did work out actually. So yeah, this is it. So yeah, bought it for 425, spent about 10 grand up here doing like everything that he's done. That's all the money I'm spending. I don't want to put any more money into the place. I'm looking into the severance of that lot. If it does like make sense, I don't know if I want to do it right away, but at some point I just have to figure out if I'm spending the money to sever it. Like I said, it'll be 30 to 50 grand to get services, to do
everything. Yeah.
to do everything. I'm not at the place where I would feel comfortable to build myself. So I would want to just sell the piece of land to a developer to build, right? So I'm just debating, right? Right now the property is cash flow positive once this is rented out, so I'm not under the gun to do anything with that land. But as soon as I split it, I would have shelled out quite a bit of money, so I need to sell it at that point.
Yeah.
So
Have you talked to the builder at all? Is there any interest?
So I asked around about this builder, and I got some feedback that they're not the best people to work with. Yeah. They kind of screw over. They have a reputation for screwing over people, so I don't really want to get involved in a sale to them. So and they would probably not offer me. So they have the advantage of scale because they have their equipment there, but they would probably need to buy it at a builder's price, right? Versus if I sell an individual lot, I can get a smaller house builder and have them build something custom that they can resell at a higher price. So they may actually offer me a little bit more, right? So I'm not in a rush. I almost want to wait till that development's done so that there's like resale comps maybe in the 500-600 range, so that when I sell my land, whoever's buying it knows that there's good comps on the street, right? So I may also even just wait until I find a client who wants to do it and then sell it to them. That way I get to sell the home once it's done. So we'll see. Just sitting on that for now. But yeah, this was the first home I purchased this year, and first home that we purchased without any partners. So recently like I was mentioning to you, right? Initially all of my investing was with investment partners, but I've tried to this year switch to, now that I got to the place, I have a bit of money from some refinances from those original partnerships, and having been in the business for a couple of years, got the credit to the point I can qualify. So I'm now trying to just qualify for these purchases by myself, just to almost keep my life simple, right? So it's like I just own a few properties, I take care of it, hand it off to a property manager, they take care of it. I get to just make the decisions quickly. I'm not sort of discussing with different partners on every single thing that needs to happen. And yeah, this is basically, like we discussed yesterday, this is our retirement plan, right? So we'll buy a couple of these, and then 20, 30 years later, once the mortgages are paid off, this will be the income that we build up, right? Because like being a realtor, we get paid when we work. If we stop working, we don't get paid, right? So definitely it makes sense to get some of these set up, but it's important to have that long-term mindset that this is not for cash flow today, right? So even though the property is cash flow positive today, once it's rented out, right now it's not, but once it's rented out, it's still money that I'm setting aside to upgrade the place, to renovate the place, to do different things. It's only maybe a few years down the road, if rents increase, then I may have some margin. And once the mortgage is fully paid off, at that point, it'll be really positive. But yeah, that's like 20, 30 years later, right? So I don't know if I want to keep this particular one for 20, 30 years though. Like the other one we bought is a 10-year-old home.
Yeah.
That I would keep it forever.
That has more potential in the future.
Yeah, it's just this is already I think 1940s built, so it's already like 80 years old. So so it's not too old, just 80 years. It hasn't hit the 100
Yeah,
yet.
you still got 20 years before it's 100. I mean, your mortgage will almost be paid off by the time it's 100.
And then it'll be worth like nothing. It's like,